All right then. We are live. Apparently, this is welcome to the therapy session. How do I begin this live stream to say, did I have my hopes up to actually stop City winning the treble, or this time is the double? Yes, I had. Were I a little bit of disappointed that we lost? Of course I am. Did I think we deserved to lose? No, I didn't think so. Did I think that City was a little bit of the better team? Yes, they were. But they didn't really score in open play. It was two volley shots from Gundogan, that De Gea should have saved, according to my opinion. But am I disappointed about Erik ten Hag's performance and the team today? No, we didn't get pelted like people were saying, were believing. We actually did a quite good game. It was always expected for City to dominate possession, dominate the ball. In a certain ways, I thought Erik ten Hag could have lined up a little bit different in the first half. We clearly saw that when Garnacho came in, he offered something, he offered threat, he offered goal opportunities, goal scoring opportunities. Yeah, it is just guttering. I don't want to watch this ceremony, so that's why I'm here. We are Manchester United. What can we do? The season is over. Well deserved. It's been a long season. I'm proud of Sponge over Erik ten Hag, what he's done to this club, because we know where we've been, and we actually won one silverware. If we won this cup, that would be an excellent season, according to my opinion. But I'm not going to slag Erik ten Hag down. I'm not going to slag the team down. We're here because it's the end of the season. I'm still waiting for my panelists to come on board. Win, lose, draw, whatever we call it. In this case, it's not draw. It's a loss. We take the L. And one thing that got me when I saw Erling Haaland say one more, and I just pray for Inter, stop City to take this treble away. Guys, it's Mick. Like and smash the buttons below. Let's go, let's do this. They're just lifting the trophy. Are they cheating bastards? Yes, they are. They would never been in this situation if they didn't win the lottery. Exactly. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. It wasn't our day today. We were hopeful as a community, as a global fan base. We were definitely, hopefully, thinking we could have been, stopping, and we could have been winning this cup today. But one thing that I can take away is that most pundits and, watching the BBC, you had Micah Roberts, and everyone was bigging up City as a team, but nobody's actually talking about how they actually got there, right? And this is what pisses me off in a way, right? No shape or form am I happy with this result, but it is what it is. It's been a long season. All I can think about right now is pack up, let the players go on holiday. It's been a ruthless season. We played a lot of games. It's been World Cup in the middle of everything. But it would have been a perfect crescendo to win the second silverware for Erik ten Hag. But think about it, peeps. Think about it. It is, what to expect. Ten Hag came in last year, this season. What he's achieved with this team, it's unbelievable when you think about it, right? It hurts like hell not to be the ones lifting this trophy. But as Jarle Malin say here in this comment, I'm going to the VAR room. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Today was not our day. It's sad, but I'm still going to enjoy my amazing looking pizza. Yeah, big up. So tell me, what is your go-to, like Jalle saying, tell me what's your go-to, if we lose. Pizza. Yeah, good on you. Jamie here saying he's freaking pissed off. I'm not going to say the F word, but yeah, I can get it. Google this is saying maybe someone here will remember and congratulating City for the FA Cup win in the last day of the PL. I said Pep rotating fully and Etihad not doing. It was the key. Yeah, Google. You know what? You struck a train of thought of mine, basically. Like, if you look at what we had on the bench, it's nothing to go to. Like, it is was a very thin squad bench, right? We I personally thought the Ganacho should have started from the very first beginning, from the get go, because when we kind of subbed in the bolting horse, Weghorst, did offer a little bit something, but not much, according to my opinion. But the most potent player was an 18-year-old kid that came in on the left wing. He should have started earlier, right? When we got that penalty, 1-1, we were right into the game, according to my opinion as well. The strategy that I would have kept is keep us in the game and grind it out. The longer we keep them, in the game, City usually loses the patience, and we saw them. They're losing the patience. We saw Grealish was getting pissed off. You know, tackles were flying in left, right, center. It was an FA Cup at the end of the day, but we nearly got there. We nearly got 2-2, and I cannot complain. I cannot lie, right? But at the end of the day, what pisses me off is to see Avram Glazer there in the stand shaking the player's hand. If I was one of the players, I would take a boogie, spit in my hand, and rub it in Glazer's hand, to be honest, right? So that's my rant, basically. We lost absolutely cowards. Freaking sick of these players. Yeah, Compost Smurf, this is what we call the therapy. We lost. That's it. That's the scoreboard, 2-1. What can we do? All we can do now is, Murphy, is just to go on the summer, make sure that Ten Hag gets reinforcement, new fresh bodies, and some players here needs to look themselves in the mirror. Will they be here in the club? I'm talking about Scott McTominay. I'm talking about Harry Maguire. I'm talking about a lot of players that probably needs to go, right? But at the end of the day, coming to an FA Cup final, Smurfy, with 700 people playing for this tournament, it's a big achievement by itself. I don't know if you agree. Google this. Our lads were out there for energy after 50 minutes mark, whereas they were full of energy until the end. Yeah, true. Guys, I don't know if you can agree with me, but I tweeted in the half line, and this was my fear. If you start an Ericsson together with Casemiro and Bruno, you will always have a little bit of a hole. And I think that, Ericsson looks knackered, right? He didn't offer much, according to my opinion. And this is where we kind of lost that midfield battle. But I think all in all, in general, we looked very, very sharp in our passing, during the game. Never did we look like we were kind of capitulating towards City. It was kind of a toe-to-toe. Normally, what City does is control the ball in the midfield, passing it around. And you got to be tactical in certain ways that, yeah, if we press them high, at the end of the day, they're going to find a loophole and play it to Haaland. But that ball never came to Haaland. So Haaland was quite isolated through the game. That's what I saw. And yeah, it is just madness, because I was on the Flying Pigs watch along, because unfortunately his mother passed away, so we were doing the stand-ins, and my stream was lagging, so I didn't see that first goal, to be honest. So it was 10 seconds, and that was very, very unfortunate because we didn't get ourselves organized. There was 4 passes, 1 goal, right? So I'm still waiting for my panel to come in. So keep me company. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. How do you feel? Compost Mer saying City was poor. We were worst, Mick. Yeah. I mean, they were the better the team, Smurfy. They were absolutely the better team. But we tried. We did our best. Glazers out. 100%. I can't believe what Abraham Glazer were doing there, shaking the players' hands. Maybe he's there to sort of hand over the keys. Hopefully this is the last time we see this freaking Glazer coming there. How dare you coming to the FA Cup final? How dare you? Honest to God. Google this. David De Gea needs to sod off. He's truly an awful keeper. Yeah. I must put my hand up because I missed both of the goals. I was not lucky enough to have a good stream today. I'm absolutely gutted because I didn't see those 2 goals. I saw our penalty. And then at the end of the day, I was listening to the commentators in, I think it was BBC One, constantly going over that was not a handball. What bias? You have Micah Richardson there. It was a handball. 100% it was a handball. Anyone that don't think that is a handball, it was right up there in the air. The hand of God touching it. So I think, from that moment on, We should have just kicked on. But second half, we kind of slumbered off a little. And the second goal there from the Gundogan's, volley attempt again. De Gea doesn't see the ball, bounces through the defenders, bounces through Varane. Very unfortunate. His sight is blocked, he cannot see. So I can't really blame De Gea there, right? If you know what I mean, mate. Um, Yali's saying that now only one thing left is to sell the club. Yeah, guys, it's only one thing left. We have one more thing to look forward to. Sell the club. Where is all my people? Where are you? Mick is here, win, lose, draw. But where is the rest? Still waiting. So thanks for keeping me company, guys. We are relying on a child. That is embarrassing. Yeah, but what a child, Compost. What a child, right? Where did he come from? Why didn't he start? Clearly he offered something, some threats. And clearly, we almost got that ball, we threaded in and Scott McTominay headed it. And what was this keeper's name? I don't know. The second goalkeeper. It could have gone in. But it's not there. It's not. It could have gone in. It is what it is. He finished off 2-1, and I'm trying to look at the positive sides. If you can read my lips, I don't care what the people say. Erik ten Hag mismanaged our squad and should have rested our lads more. In retrospective, yes, Google this. But it comes down to trust as well. Who do you trust? Who do you trust to put in a shift here, right? Sancho, for me, didn't cut the mustard in this game. It was a little bit too weak. It was wrong to start Sancho. I would have seen some hungry players coming, like a Palestri. Go more direct. Rashford didn't get into the game, according to my opinion, either. So we didn't really utilize. And what was Eriksen's position there? His role was actually to find balls to Rashford, and there was none coming in. So what to do? Then I can understand and justify why the Weghorst comes in to offer something. But yeah, but one thing that was pissing me off, because we gained some momentum at the end of the second half. We're putting the pressure on, if you remember that ball. And Casemiro, I think, was winning the duel. And the Paul Tierney gives away a foul. That was never a foul, right? We had the momentum. We were pressing them. We had them by the scruff of the neck by that moment of the time. That was the moment the passenger played that I think Paul Tierney was absolutely crap, to be honest. But big up for giving us the penalty. I'm looking at the penalty right now. They're still debating it in the studio. That was a penalty. Stone cold penalty. Yeah, Compost Smurf is saying Inter are worse than us. It's over, Mick. I don't want them to win a treble, but miracles can happen. This is, this is a Champions League final. I mean, we got to do the watch along there. We got to all switch colors and wear the blue and black and support the Inter that day. But fuck me, this City fucking scum, to be honest. Did you see that object that flew in and hit Victor Lindelof on his head? They went to celebrate in the City corner. Our fan base wouldn't do that. What the fuck was that? That's so foul, throw objects. Hit him right in the head, right? Big up for Manenza as well. Mismanaged that squad. He doesn't have a squad. Yeah, true. What squad, right? Comparing to the cheating City squad, what do we have comparing to them? We did what we did, right? We did to our best ability to the squad that we have. But at the end of the day, their squad depth is so much bigger, right? You see, you're just taking out a De Bruyne and put in a Phil Foden. Wow, that's quality, right? Normally you will put in who would you put in otherwise? I don't care, right? I don't care. This hurts. This hurts like hell. Let me know your feelings. Big up for Mr. Dubé. Sancho, Eriksen, Bruno, and Rashford were terrible off pace today. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. But it all interlinks, right? Still, I thought Bruno offered something. It was a captain's performance. He tried. He huffed and puffed. You know what I mean? But Eriksen, for me, was the weakest link in that midfield because he didn't offer. He was overrun. He didn't find that passes either, right? So things started to move when Garnacho came in, guys. That's a little bit too late. A little bit too late. Now Bruno is having an interview. Bruno is looking very disappointed. John Johnson, afternoon. John Johnson, how are you? This is the therapy session. Big up to you, mate. Thank you for all the support. I am 15 minutes in the stream. Where is my voice? Where is my voice? I don't know. Yale, what is on your pizza? That's now we're talking therapy. What's on your pizza? Is it pepperoni, Yale? What you gonna have on your pizza? Google this. Our bench is weak. Yes, Mick. But why did we play our first team in dead rubber games? Why did we rotate more? Ajax fan know this well. Yeah, true. Erik ten Hag does not rotate enough. I have nothing more to say that I agree with you, Google this. But all I can say is it's been a long season, and looking back, in retrospective, we could have rotated more. We could have gone deep in the Europa League, and the ones that knocked us out went and won it. Sevilla. It's the Sevilla's tournament cup. Emirates FA Cup is apparently City's cup as well. But I'm just proud that we got to the final in the first place. I'm proud that we finished third, Google this, and I'm proud that we actually got our first silverware. So this is what I'm trying to find, the positives in all of this. Carl Dickinson say, well, if Manchester City wins the treble, remember we won it first. That's what I'm looking for, Carl. That's what I'm looking for. We need a fresh new players come summer. Our sub bench is like a pub team. Yeah. And this is what we're gonna do. We gotta look forward, guys. Okay, we can have the review mirror, look backwards, and say, okay, we lost, move on. Sell the club, get new owners, get new squads, the ones that fits Erik ten Hag's mold. Ship out the ones that we don't want to have, the dead rubber wood, and there we go. We kick off for next season. But you gotta admit that at least winning a silverware and finishing third is a good season. I mean, barring where we were 6 years ago from now, right? Big up for all of you. Big up Carl Dickens. I wish I could spread some more positivity on it, but compost. No need to be rude. Disagree to zero. Yeah, guys. Relax. It is. It is. I'm a very sore loser, to be honest. Right? You don't know me. Oh wow. I'm not usually don't go and do my reflection afterwards, but in a way, I'm always trying to be positive in certain things to look at the reality, right? Did you think we played bad ball today? I didn't. I didn't think we played bad ball. We were we tried to our best ability. We tried to play our game, and there was moments of play where we actually pressed high and tried to break up the play. Right. If we didn't concede that first goal, the first 10 seconds, that would be a totally different game, according to my opinion. Anyway, Rashford's screamer could have also gone in, but we're not here to talk about that. Man Muzo, welcome to the stream, and squad has to go. We need director of football to keep Erik ten Hag in line. Horrible talent ID and horrible squad management. Let's unpack what you are saying, Man Muzo. To certain degrees, I agree with you. This has to do with the Glazers' ownership, 100%, because they never wanted to have a director in football. They didn't want to have a football operational team. They just want to have the commercial team where they can milk up the money. So whatever Ten Hag has been able to scrape this summer, it's been done to Erik Ten Hag, basically. The director of football in this case is John Murtaugh, also been tied up by the Glazers. That everything that Ten Hag wanted, the wish list has gone to Murtaugh. Murtaugh has to get approval from the Glazers, and they often knocked it down, right? And horrible, yes. The scouting department was non-existent as well, as we've seen some ex-players recommending Dan James and all them stuff. I don't know. It has been a shamble, but hopefully a new dawn is being built this summer, and hopefully we get to be a football club again rather than a business. I don't know if you agree, my friend. I don't know if you agree. I am 20 minutes in my stream. Let me see where everyone is. Jay Daly, I'm sorry. He just can't face it today. The thing is, I understand some people cannot face it. That's why I'm here live running the show. Where are you? I understand you, Jay. It is too hard. It's a tough pill to swallow. Losing to City. I'm pissed off too, but I have to do this. John Johnson people need to be told to shut up when they are talking absolutely bollocks. Guys, I understand, like, be angry, but don't be rude to each other, right? Just don't be rude to each other. That's what Paul is excellent to say, glazes out. 100%. Paul, welcome to the community, my friend. Big up to all of you. Um, oh, yeah, so you might have your opinion. We are fucking shite, what you're saying there. Definitely understand this, that we have to rotating squad with the people we have. A lot of investments and work needs to be put into a team come summer. I'm towing you a line, man, and this is what I'm saying. Read what Carl Dixon has to say, and this is reality, people. This is the reality. The season is over. Like, let's just pack up, you know, dust it off, look in the rearview mirror to say, look, whatever Ten Hag has been achieved, I keep reiterating, is a good achievement, right? If I asked you the same question last season, you would bit my hand off, to be honest. So you got to be proud of what Erik Ten Hag has achieved with this squad that he has. So we have to rotate the squad with the people that he buys in next season. I hopefully we're going to get 4 or 5 new players and a lot of investments. But in terms of investments, Carl, depends on, you got to be astute on the market. You got to bring in not only the clear and obvious, like, okay, we're looking for 2 strikers, we're looking for midfielders, we're good in the right back situation. Apparently, Aaron Van Bissaka's going to stay. Daly signed a new contract. We're good there, right? Kim Min Ye is coming in, hopefully. It's according to the latest report, almost a done deal. They've been moving astute in the market. So next thing we need to fill up is the midfield and the striker position, right? So what can we get there in the midfield? There's a lot of bargains to be made. It doesn't really have to be, you get one top quality player, but you also fill out the squad with better quality than Scott McTominay and Fred's, like, so we will see what happens in the summer, but we need refreshments. 100% we need. Weghurst is going back to which stone he crawled up from, and it is discussing performance, what Jamie Wen is saying. I understand your PTSD, man, but you know what? It is what it is. 16 seconds a goal down. That was a little bit of freakish, but you can't take away that brilliant volley from Gundogan. What a player. What a player. And I was surprised we didn't see Mahrez to start, right? But Gundogan, what a midfielder. First goal, there's nothing you can do about it. It was such a beautiful struck volley, so we can't really take that away. Mr. Doobie saying we had Fred in the midfield, who's nullified De Bruyne. Other than that, Laxlature. Yeah, Mr. Debut. I think that Fred was the overcoat, and that was his role, right? Also, did you notice any outputs from the Viking, the Haaland? No, we didn't. We shut them down pretty much. Grealish was absolutely shut down and was very frustrated in that corner, right? Wan-Bissaka pickpocketed as well. So there was some really good performances in there, my friends. It was definitely. John Johnson is arguing with Google this and saying he doesn't agree with you in the rotation about Bruno, but he looked exhausted last few times. The only issue, John, is like, yeah, I mean, Bruno's played a lot of games this season. If you remember his interview he did the other day, he just wants to play. He wants to help up the team. But for me, I don't know. I have an agenda today, and that was Ericsson, to be honest. That was the weakest link, according to my opinion. We got. He didn't track back. He was a little bit huffed and puffed. He wasn't suited for this game. And we had this preview to say, I don't want to see Ericsson starting this role. I want to see Ericsson coming off the bench because he offers something like, when the City players are knackered, to find their through balls to Rashford or to the wingers, but he didn't offer that. So I don't know. It was a little bit weird. Sancho, too light winged, according to my opinion. So I am finally getting some support here. I am being overpowered by Football Power Hour. He is in the background, Papi, Papi, Papi. So let's bring in some positive energy to the stream. Papi, you're there. Yo.
Oh, brother, I'm depressed.
You're the best. You're dressed in black. We don't see you, Papi.
Oh, let me
Guys, like I've been running this stream for 25 minutes. Where are you? Jay Daly doesn't come. He's sorry. He cannot face it today. Where is my Jarvis?
Hold on. I need to exit and come back in. I'll be right back.
All right then. All right then. So guys, smash a like for Papi. Papi's coming in to support us today to bring in a little bit of an energy into this stream. Um, yeah, we need quality players. That's all United Red. We need these quality players, and that's why I'm excited for the summer. Welcome, Kenneth, as well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the community. United need a goalkeeper, striker, and Rashford. Oh my, yeah, he gets so lost. But you know what? What we're supposed to do, Kenneth? Like Martial was injured. Fucking pissed off regarding that. Gets himself injured just before the final. He needs to go, man. He needs to go. So what are you supposed to do? Put a Weghorst in the number 9 role? No, 100% no. So I think starting Rashford was the only option, according to my opinion. And yeah, I just think that he could have started off with, Ericsson on the bench, put Garnacho in on the wing, offer more positivity going forward. But I think that the strategy and tactics from Eric Ten Hag was to keep us in the game in the first half, and but typical in second half, what we always do, we come out, heads a little bit still hangover, and we concede the goal within the first 5-10 minutes. This has been a typical trademark, and I don't think Ten Hag is happy about it. And nobody's happy about it, not even me. You know what? Yeah, we came at them at bay. I agree with you, United Reds. That's what I'm trying to say. We didn't look like we were getting pounded, like everyone was predicted, right? We came at them. We played our game, and that was the clear and obvious for me. We played our game, right? We had a set of strategy. We had some rules and principles. It could have come off, according to my opinion. We were close, right? We were close. But we should have tested the goalkeeper more, right? John Johnson is saying, although Aaron Wan-Bissaka played well, nobody else stood out for me. De Gea and the second goal was woeful. Woeful. I got a gangster in the house. Mr. Gangster, Papi, I love your hat, man. Whoop. How you doing? Oppan Gangnam style.
Ah, man.
Am I
I
the
mean,
only one trying to keep the positivity going, even if we lost with 2-1?
it's still a good season. It would have been better if
Yeah.
we had won. It would have been
Yeah.
very good had we won. You know. So we had a
Right.
good season.
I love
That's
your
why
style,
the
man.
depression. That's why the depression. But at the end of the day, what can we do? We just have to um just pick up, lick our wounds and move on. That's Man United way. Lick our wounds and move on. And next time we're gonna come back stronger. I'm with Roy Keane on this right now. Roy Keane that said we need to invest in a
Yeah.
world class goalkeeper and a world class striker, and we will be a better team. So
Yeah, I'm starting to toe the same line. I've been defending David De Gea this season and
yeah,
for so many seasons, but football has changed. So yeah, you can keep De Gea on as a number 2 and buy in another keeper like a Costa or Raya or something like that. You know, that will offer something. But yeah, but there's so many investments we need to do. I 100% agree with what people are saying. Goalkeeper is needed. Ten Hag is having his interview right now. He looks disappointed, but still happy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, but Papi, can you see the screen? Can
yeah.
you see that you have, Pep Guardiola right in front of you? Right?
Um,
No, no,
you mean
no. You
on?
see the stage. You see the stage, right? Can you do like cheating bastard?
Wait, what are you doing? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah, yeah.
see.
He's bald head. Yeah. Do this,
Yeah. What?
cheating bastards.
Cheating, fraudulent.
This is like empty head or what I call. They call it etihad. I call it empty head, right? So
Mm-hmm.
nobody's
Mm-hmm.
talking about that. And you watch the pundits, like, they're all talking, oh, what a great. I mean, you cannot take away that this has been the best season ever, right? Fair enough,
Oh,
right? Fair
yeah.
enough. Were they the better team? Yeah, by margin, yeah. If you look at the stats, did we come at them? Yes, we did. You know, it was a tight game. It was FA Cup. Did I expect us to score a late goal? Yes, I did. I cannot lie because we were heading that way. But then Paul Tierney decided to kill off the tempo. You know, that
Mm-hmm.
we had that momentum building. We were swarming them around. You saw that Casemiro when he took down the chest and took down the player, Paul Tenny. Even the commentators were saying, that was not a foul.
Oh, I know, I know. At, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where Man City scored some lazy goals,
Yeah,
and I can't believe they beat the FA Cup fastest goal record with against us. What a way to sort of concede that record, you know.
yeah. I'm wondering where my Jarvis is because I keep maybe everyone is depressed right now.
No, everybody's depressed. It's not the time.
Yeah,
We were wanting to be celebrating right now.
yeah. I wanted it to be the end of the season party. Like we were all popping the champagne and we all doing the, you know what, happy hour. But at the end of the day, what John Johnson said, he thought Aaron Wan-Bissaka played well. 100%. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was good today. Did you see Grealish? Grealish was frustrated, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think Wan-Bissaka was one of our men of the matches today. Nobody else stood out for me. The hair and the second goal was woeful. But let's talk about the second goal, Papi, because if you look at the replay, it was a volley again, yes, but
Hmm.
it was kind of the hair was how do you call it? He didn't see because you had Varane and you had the defenders in front of him, and the
Yeah,
ball like accident it just snuck by, his thigh and stuff like that. It was just
yeah.
bouncing ball.
Hmm.
There's nothing you can do in that situation. We know that De Gea has good reflexes. The
Yep.
first ball, unstoppable, right? The first volley. That
Hmm.
was a beautiful goal, according to my opinion. And
It,
distribution, according to Kenneth today, say is so poor it doesn't matter. Do you think that his distribution today was poor? I think he did well today.
he did okay. There was about 4 to 6 goal kicks that definitely just went to the opposition, and you could maybe argue that like
Mm,
had the Man United player received a better pass, they would have protected the ball better. But at the end of the day, it's not entirely on De Gea this game.
no. I,
It's moments, it's thin margins, obviously, because it's a
yeah.
very very two top teams playing against each other. I just want to just say, you know, maybe another question, another place we can look at is the lineup. The lineup,
The
having
lineup, yeah.
Christian Eriksen there, knowing that Christian Eriksen has been sort of like on a little bit of a dip of a form, in my opinion. He
Yeah.
hasn't been,
My
you
opinion
know,
too.
the best Christian Eriksen prior to the pre-Qatar Christian Eriksen. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, maybe the manager was hoping that we have more than one person who can try and find Rashford on the break. So it made sense to have Eriksen, but
I
we
said that.
if the first goal, there's a moment when Ericsson is sprinting towards Gundogan, and then he decides to jog, and then he sprints,
Yeah.
and then Gundogan receives the ball, and then he actually takes the shot on the first touch. So it's very thin margins like that. I don't want to say it's entirely Ericsson's fault, but if you're like if you're in midfield, you're supposed to be in front of your opponent. Make sure that
Uh,
you cut the
I'm
lane.
going to be very, very critical at this point of time, because for me, I'm always Manchester United as a team, not a player. I look at it from a critical perspective, how we can improve the squad. And for me, I would say, yeah, getting Ericsson this summer was a stopgap, right? It was something that we needed. It was free, right? But I agree with you what you said. Post Qatar, he was really on form. But after, when he came back from an injury, doesn't look the same, right? So for me, it was a liability today, and I said it in the preview as well. If we start Ericsson, we will be slaughtered in that midfield. We saw it time and time again. He didn't have the energy to match them, right? He didn't even offer those astute passes, right? The link up of play, nothing was there. For me, my worst fear is that he will be like a Juan Mata, right? Good technical abilities, but slowing down the pace and doesn't have the engine to compete anymore. So we need to look at address that situation as well. We need at least 2, 3 midfielders, right? That is
Yep.
my honest assessment. I love the guy to pieces, but I don't think it's the future. It's a stopgap, right? That's what it is. We got him
Mhm.
for free, which absolutely helped us. There's a few players that I want to see moved out, 100%, right?
Sure.
We definitely need a number two to Casemiro, a rotational player for Casemiro that is almost like for like, right? We need a how do I say Ericsson also number two as well, and somebody that's better than Ericsson, a ball carrier and the technical registrar, right? And an Ericsson to come off the bench, right? If we have a Fred still that can come in off the bench, this is also good, right? But we need to look at how can we cut off, some players and get the quality. So Fred, if you're going to ship him up, you ship up Fred, McTominay, who else in that midfield that needs to go in order to get in two new midfielders?
Definitely McTominay has to go.
McTominay, Fred,
And unfortunately, Donny is just not cut for the
Donny.
Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah, the jury's out on Donny too. I have defended Donny, but now I have no excuses anymore, right? I'm done defending this team to say I want better players. I want Eric Ten Hag to be backed. I want to see Manchester United competing again, right? You know,
Hmm.
this was a testament today that we are far off City in terms of point tallies, but in terms of how we played today, we didn't get pumped over. We almost got into the game again with 2-2. Um, so it's football, right? So Ten Hag needs to get backed in the summer. We are heading into its transfer market, and off we go. Lindelof was a really good player today as well, by the way, going forward, and Luke Shaw as well.
Uh, with Lindelof, I wouldn't. The fact that it's hard for me to say he was a good player when you are the person that heads the ball into Kevin De Bruyne. That second ball, like you're the last Man United player to touch it,
Yeah,
and it goes to Gundogan. I mean, it, it,
he's
it,
such a quality player, though.
at the end of the day, it's like it's very, very thin margins. Lindelof
Yeah,
for me was not that excellent, and also as you said, Ericsson was the liability, and
yeah,
Ericsson was the weakest link for us. It's not pointing fingers saying he's the worst thing ever. And I
yeah,
think if we have him in our team as a rotational backup player who can play these cup matches, he might turn good for us. But we need to look further than him. He's somebody that we picked up for free. He fell
yeah.
into our lap from the sky, and we need to really, really
Woo!
be more
You know when
aggressive.
you walk on the street and you find money, like $1 bill. Oh, thank you.
Right?
I'll
He
put
was
that in my pocket.
unemployed, Mick.
I take that for a
Brentford.
dollar. Yeah, put that in my
He was
pocket.
unemployed. He's like, I'm looking for a job. We're like, look, we got a job for you. Come take our corners,
Yeah, man.
But today he was jogging. He was jogging.
Yeah, jogging, jogging, keep on jogging. We need to employ a Roy Keane to be on the brick wall to kick some bollocks in the team as well, like as a mascot. Neil Driscoll, as I agree with you, sir. All I can say, best team won. At the end of the day, by the score, yes, and by the output and by the stats, 100%. Big up Andy Cooper. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling? I told you, people, be more aggressive. Be aggressive against the Glazers for a sale. Over 700 million fans, and we let the Glazers play us like this. This is what I said. I hate the idea when Glazers was sitting there next to our legend, sitting there like with this disgusting, sleazy hair. Cut your hair first and foremost, like you're saving a mullet with your yellow glasses, looking sleazy. Like, you know what? I'm not going to tell them. I'm not even going to give you the compliment, Abram. But then people were forced to shake your hand. Right? If I was Bruno Fernandes, I would just go, whoop, here you go. Like
Right.
do a boogie one. Knock, knock, puppy.
Who's there?
Our lost son. He's back. Jarvis.
Hey,
He's dressed up in green and
Jarvis.
gold. Green and gold. Green and gold.
So the
How you
club
feeling?
is
Where have you
gold.
been,
Green
mate?
and
We've been running
gold,
for
brother.
39 minutes.
Sorry I'm late, Mick. Sorry, Papi. I've been doing a live watch along on Mr. Pig's Flying Pigs
Yeah,
channel, and
I couldn't do it. I
yeah,
couldn't do it. I started off with you, and I couldn't do it.
yeah. So we just ended the show. So I'm sorry I'm late, but how are you feeling, guys?
Oh, Oh, but look, we have Mr. Gangster in the house, like Gangster's Paradise. He's got his nice, what do you call it? Aubra, or whatever it's called, his hat. Beautiful hat, by the way.
Mm.
Jarvis, a lot of people are angry in the VR room, and fairly understandable. You hyperventilate. I'm a very sore loser, but I'm trying to look at the positive side of it to say, look, guys, um, if we compare our squad to cheating City squad, they had such quality on the bench, and what did we have? Right, we finished
Yeah.
third in this season. We got one silverware, and we got a little bit giddy. Hopefully, to get another trophy. But what did we say prior to starting this show today in our preview? We'd be happy, with this season the way we finished. But if we
Mm.
get this second trophy, that'd be a bonus. But don't throw my toys out of the pram. This, of course, I'm disappointed that we didn't win, and this is my feeling, right? I look at it from a seasonal perspective,
Mm.
and I'm looking at from looking ahead, knowing that hopefully we get the glazes in out. Glazes in. Did I say that? Sorry. Cut. Hopefully this was the last appearance we saw, like Avram Glazer, to hand over the keys, right, over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Give the keys over and move on, right? And then we will see the transfer market, which we will cover over the summer, and then we assess it because next season is a new dawn. This
Yeah.
season was
Yeah.
never easy for Ten Hag, right? So I'm feeling okay.
Yeah. It's hard. It's tough at the minute. I understand that we all feeling down after a loss in the final. We would have loved to win this cup,
Yeah,
but you are right, Mick. If we see things in a little bit perspective, before the season, everybody was saying top four, maybe a cup that will be a success, and we have achieved those goals. And
yeah.
now afterwards, we feel down. Okay, give it a couple of days, give it a couple of weeks, then we will look back on the season and okay, maybe we will be happy, even though we lost.
Papi, look, I said to Papi and everyone in the stream, if you had a time machine right now and you travel 1 year back in time, I swap this day any time for this day where we're sitting today than last year. And
Mm.
that's the positive. Guys, just remember where we were sitting last season. We were totally depressed. It was the worst season ever, right? Now Chelsea
Yeah.
had even the worst season. But just now, okay, losing this game hurts. We didn't stop City, right? They were better the team, but they've been building their squad for years, inflating that sponsorship, You sponsor yourself, right? You can't feel empty had at all, right?
Mm.
So all I can say is, come next week, I will wearing Inter Milan shirt. I will buy one on eBay or something, whatever, and I would gladly put it on,
Yeah.
right? And I will support Inter, and I hope Lautaro Martinez scores a brace. That's what I hope for.
Yeah.
That's our only hope right now. But what I'm saying, like, this season is done and dusted already, right? But compared to last season and how you felt back then, I
Mm.
take this any given Sunday or Saturday. I don't know what you're feeling, Papi, but I'm trying to provide some substance in this feeling.
Oh, totally. From where we came, this is such a great progression. We have to zoom out of the picture
Zoom
and
out,
remember,
laser sharp.
zoom out. That's all that we need to do, and remember that progress is not linear, and we're moving forward. It's now from now on. It's now the investments and the ownership. That's really what should
Yeah.
be worrying us, and what should be in our minds moving forward, because the season is done and dusted. We start afresh in a few weeks. In
Mm.
2.5 months, we start afresh. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm just going to translate what Milos is saying here from Serbia. Like, and this is a very good tweet. It's like we lost the game because in the final because of the middle of the park. Fred and Ericsson, they didn't have the capacity, right? The engine. Fred had the engine, of course. He did. That was his job, like to be the overcoat, but not Ericsson. Um, and then we didn't have a proper number 9 to finish. Weghorst is a big zero of a player. Yeah, thank God we're not going to get Weghorst to stay in the club. But I'm trying to find a positive with Weghorst there as well. Like, barring that, In January, we're not getting backed from the Glazers. They were not giving away the money at all, right? So what were we supposed to do? We went on the loan market, right? We managed to get a good Bayern Munich midfielder that was a little bit of injury prone, and then we got a Wout Weghorst, the crouching tiger, that didn't even manage to score one single goal in the Premier League, but at least he offered, rotation, right?
Mm.
That's the only positive thing. But thank you, Wout, for your loyal service. But you lived up your dream. You played one season, once half a season at Manchester United, and off you go, right? It's
Mm.
great to see Beckham and everyone in the
Yeah.
stand screaming and when the goal went in, and you know, Jamie is gutted, right? Heartbroken. Yeah,
Mm.
I know. We have too many average players. Yeah, but you got
Mm.
to look at it, Mr. Driscoll. You got to look at who brought those players in. Was it Ten Hag? No. Ten Hag. What did Ten Hag buy in? He brought in Malacia. He brought in Martinez. He brought in Anthony. He got a Ericsson on a free. But who brought the rest of the players? Not him for sure.
Mm.
Is
Mm.
he's gonna go on the sale market? Yes, he will. So look at that. Look at
Yeah.
Ferguson and Gil smiling and hugging that. Oh yeah, sleazy. Oh,
Yeah.
Glaze has to go. Um, yes, Jamie, you were born in the '90s. Watch us win the fucking treble. This hurts. Yeah, yeah. Some of us are born earlier than you, my friend. We get that. We get that. So this means a lot for me. It hurts. If City wins the treble, they are on equal, but they're not going to surpass us. What we can do is to win another treble. That's what you got to think. Move forward. You
Mm.
know, okay, if they're on equal record, we got to break that record. We got to go again. We got to win the next season, the season next after that.
Mm.
You know, trust the process, trust the manager. Hopefully, gets the players in, and we can challenge for a treble again because obviously he wants to do that. We've seen glimpses of it. People need to speak against Jim Rat Poison now. People need to attack the situation now. Yeah. Yeah. Are we going to talk about that or we're not going to talk about it? Because apparently there was some fake reports flying out in the ether that both all the Glazers are going to stay. Adding on more petrol to the fire is just before the FA Cup. Absolutely foul. Let's just see. Let's just see. Like I'm hopeful right now. Once the season is over, we're going to see some movement in terms of the ownership situation. That's
Mm.
everything I can look forward to. I don't know about you. Go to Papi Gangster's Paradise.
I think we should probably have some news by the end of tomorrow. There's gonna be some clarity on a lot of things. Now it's time to focus on the future of Manchester United moving
Yeah,
forward. The likes of Mason Greenwood. We need clarity on where are
yeah,
we going from here. We need to know about who are we signing next. We need to know all those things. That's what's moving. Well, that's what now building for next season is
yeah,
about, and that's the new leaf that we're turning. So
yeah.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to it actually. So
Mm.
Jarvis, can I
Mm.
have a smile? You look beautiful today, sir. Look at
Thank
him.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
we gotta cheer up. We can't be down. Okay, we lost. We can feel a little bit sad. That's the way it is. But we gotta look up. We gotta look forward. We gotta back Ten Hag. Give him a good transfer window. Maybe we get new owners. Fingers crossed. And next
Viaru.
season we can
Let me
compete.
know. Yali's making pizzas. We all invited for Yali's pizza place, right?
Mm.
So, somebody asking, what are you putting in the ingredients? I also want to know what you're planning for the summer because this is not going to be in the football. We will try to sort of entertain you with the transfer news and all that stuff, and so look at the rights. We saw that bloody stupid Gallagher in the corner. Did you see that when they scored? He went on that fucking kid in a United support. Did you see that? Noel
I
Gallagher,
saw it.
you're mute. What a fucking wanker, right?
I saw
Why
I
would you
saw
go
the
on a
kid
kid?
swinging. What was that
Just
about?
banter kid. Just the kid was like 6 year old or 7 year old, and you see
Yeah,
this ex fucking wannabe. They made a song, release song that sound like
Yeah.
Love will set us apart. Like what the hell, right?
leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone. Yeah, Hey,
Uh,
teacher, leave the kids alone.
do, do, do,
All
do.
we know, you're just a fake cut out from the stone. Fucking, you know what? Google this is saying that I think we played decently. I think we were setting up smartly in the first half. Yeah, finally, with some sense. We are
Mm,
compact in the mid and forced them to play on the flanks. Ertanga got it right, got that right. Sadly, once we tied out, that was over. Yeah.
yeah.
And it comes down to the squad depth, guys. It really comes down to. I want to shout out to new players like Scott as well. I've never seen you in the community, but big up for you. You ignored me before. Glazers are staying. Do you think Qatar are taking over? Scotty, I'm not going to get into this right now. Why am I ignoring you? Why do you think Glazers are staying? Do you have factual evidence that they're staying? Do I still Qatar is taking over? Yes. Do I still believe that the club is getting taken over 100%? Yes. You know, am I saying done deal? No, I'm not. But all the finances are pointing towards the right directions. I don't see how Glazers can stay on board. Basically, the club is run down to the bottom, right? You cannot take any more dividends out, and that's it, right?
Mm,
You know, you just have to sort of wake up and see it for what it is, right? And you
mm,
also have to sort of digest what the media is trying to do and what is the objective of writing those articles. But all it is at the end of the day, it's like a transfer market, right? You will see when they're holding up the shirt and when they announce it in certain ways, you know. But if you ask me, yes, I said it before. I've done all the forensic. I've done everything, and I only see one road, and that's the full sale, right? That's
mm.
it. Um,
Hey, Mick, I just want to roll back to Google this comment. He was talking about uh, compact in the midfield, and
yes,
I don't know if you have covered the stats for the game.
I haven't. We haven't
No.
got to that point. There's a lot of questions about takeovers. There's a lot of questions, angry people. Um, so what we're trying to do is just to calm things down, right? Calm it
Hmm.
down a bit.
Hmm.
Think fresh, right? Take
Yeah.
a chill pill. Go over the stats, man. Seriously.
Yeah. If you see the stats, there was Man City had 11 shots and we had 13, and
13
they had
shots.
5 on target and we had 3 on target,
Oh,
and the possession was 60-40 to City.
that's
So
always going to be the case, though. There
it
will
wasn't
always be
too
possession.
bad.
It wasn't too bad, no.
No, and pass accuracy, City had 87% and we had
Mm,
78%. So, but the thing with the game, I felt that City had extra gear if needed. They
mm,
were controlling the game, even though it was almost even stats wise.
yeah.
So that was the problem. I I went out of the game with a feeling that maybe they are actually too good.
They're
We
too
are
good.
not good enough.
They're 10 years ahead of us by
Hmm.
inflating the squad. Basically, how they built the squad was they built everything for Pep to come in. So they've just been, providing that free flow of players, but also cooking the books as we know it. I really don't want this to be pushed under the carpet. So I agree what Yale is saying here. Yale Malmin. I can understand the anger. We didn't get crushed. Exactly what I said in the start. We didn't get pumped. We didn't get crushed.
Mm.
According to the stats, what you were saying, we were not far off. I have two things to look forward to. One, sale of the silly season. Uh, one, the sale and the silly season. We didn't. We did better this year, and people thought most saw us to come seventh. Exactly. Go back
Mm.
and watch the pundits why they predicted us to finish seventh. This is what I'm trying to say. Surely this club is getting sold. Surely this club needs to go somewhere. Surely the Glaze is not going to stay. Surely they cannot find another Houdini act. Now you see me, now you don't. It's not possible, you know?
Mm.
I'm hopeful. Um, you know, I hope you're right, but all the evidence heads towards Ratcliffe. Who said so? Who said that we are right or wrong? We're just providing a, opinion, mate. Does it have to be right or wrong? And who said that all evidence leads to Ratcliffe? And are you believing what the media is saying? Just delighting us, right? Just chill, right? Chill. You will see what's happening after the season. I'm not here to tell you who's going to buy the club. right? It's not in my jurisdiction to say. You know what I mean, my friend? So relax a bit. Relax, please.
Right,
Right?
gentlemen.
I'm also,
I gotta head out. By the way,
yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Luan
But
France, Jarvis snubbed. Snubbed. Big up to all of you. Right?
big up to you guys. We'll move on. We move on, and
Mm.
we'll be strong. We'll be strong in the summer. So that's what it's about from now on, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
we
for
move
having.
on. And Scotty, we will talk about the ownership, but just not now, man. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is, mate. I don't mean to be harsh. I'm also, very upset that we lost this game. Don't get me wrong. I'm heavily criticizing the ownership. Always been. Glazes out, full sale only. But I'm
Mm.
confident what to say that it's going to be a full sale only, right? And I don't see it. I don't see the Glazes staying on all the six siblings. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
Unless they've done a massive Houdini act and fooled everyone, even the financial experts in the market. They've done the masterclass in that case. Like, you know this movie, Jarvis. Now you see me, now you don't.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh, so move on, Scotty. Sorry for getting a little bit agitated, but I'm also like, irritated about this loss. Ten Hag got nothing in January, nothing at all. He wanted Felix, he got Weghurst, but that was blocked basically. Basically that funding that was available, which was from the Bank of America, which is the overdraft, pledged overdraft, that was for the summer, not for the January. So therefore they
Mm.
said no. So therefore you see this happening now, right? Just to be clear, right? Um, I'm not ignoring your comments, mate. I'm not ignoring. I'm answering everything that you are wanting me to ask, but I don't know what you want me to commit. Right? Right. We can take this after the stream as well, but I'm not here to talk about this anymore. Okay. Enough of this. Manchester United need a ball playing goalkeeper and ball playing defense and a striker. Yeah, we need. We need a lot of things. Open heart surgery. We need.
Mm.
All right. What are you on about, mate? Moderators. Do we have moderators? Scott, if you're not going to adhere to the policies, we answered all your questions with patience and we are replying to your comments, but we are not here to cater for all your questions. You know, if you want answers, probably this is not the right channel. Moderators, please. Right? We are trying to provide some positives and don't get me started, Scotty. I've answered everything being polite. Right? Okay? Be nice. All ballers in the middle. Mate, time out. Do we have moderators, Jarvis?
Uh, hopefully we do. We'll
All right.
do.
Scotty, mate, I've my patience running out. I've answered every question with you. I'm not going to turn into a gold bridge. I'm not a gold bridge. I'm here to provide a positive community. If you don't like what I'm saying, it's not the platform for you. All right? Bye-bye, Scotty.
Yeah.
Can somebody put Scotty in retention, please? Sorry, mate. I'm tired of this as well. You know,
Yeah, but
I
it's one of those days. We just lost. We have been streaming all day.
yeah,
We try to keep it positive, guys.
yeah.
So cheer up. Maybe
Cheer
we
up,
will
mate.
get.
I have no agenda, no beef against you, Scotty. But I cannot simply reply to everything that you are. It's not my duty to reply to you on every single comment that you write. I don't simply have time, mates. To be honest, right? So let's move on. United till death. That's what it is. Glory, glory,
Yes.
Manchester United, and that's what you should focus on, Scotty. Be positive, mate. Be positive. Nothing against you, mate. I just need to put my foot down as well. Alternative, there's so many new people in this chat. Alternative contrarian. Ten Hag wants Hitero Anon to British fans. Who is Hitero? Dutch international Vog van Schmog. Vog van Schmog. What a funny name. Von van Schmog.
Vog van Smog.
Von van Schmog. Big up. David De Gea was poor, but what will our CMs do when they have no striker to feed? Exactly. 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 Yeah, big up. I love this one. United to the death. Big up that you're seeing the positive side of this, Scotty. No offense taken, mate. No offense taken. But still,
We
you
feel
keep
you. We
going.
feel you.
We feel you. We feel your pain, man. We feel your pain, right? But you're still going on. I don't know. Darren, welcome to the chat, man. Storm clouds are gathering, but Tuner. Thor, I hope will strike down the glazes, goblins, and the rats. Yeah, big up. Peter Griffin, where have you been? City taking the chances. We did not take the obviously difference. What we need to place, especially up front. Good up, man. All right, all right. Gordon, first time I see Gordon. Also, I feel disappointed as we didn't.
Gordon.
Woo! As we didn't lay down the glove on the first 90 minutes to say it's been better season that we can expect. Just to
Yeah,
need to sign up the right players. Casado would be a great. I agree. Casado.
I
Whoop whoop.
agree.
Yeah. John Johnson with a super chat. Sorry, I almost missed you, John. Appreciate you guys. This is the start with Eric Ten Hag. Boom. That
Hmm.
is the point. That is the chat that I'm looking for. People are starting to understand, right? We can all cry over spilled milk that we lost today, but you got to look at the future. You got to look at the future, and I do understand of 18 years of poor management by the Glazers. They've been robbing us. You know, that hurts me, right? And why is media not talking about that? Why is not the pundits sitting there talking about that? They're just gloating about City just won the fucking league, right? So I appreciate you too, John Johnson, for keeping it real. This is the start. This is the new dawn. Turn the
Mm.
page. Forget about the PTSD. What's done is done. Why cry over the spilled milk? With Ten Hag, we're moving forward right now. Absolutely smash on, you know? Absolutely smash on. So all you take John Johnson's super chat as an example. So guys, all relax because we lost today, and that is what it is, Jarvis. 2-1 on the scoreboard. So how was your what do you call it, watch along on the Flying Pig?
Yeah, it went really good actually. The community there was great. They were supportive, and it was sad times because his mother passed away. So
Yeah.
it was just one of those. But we helped him and kept the show going. So
Show must
uh,
go on. Yeah, I came in
yeah,
and I couldn't do it. You know, I
no, it
was uh, I came to respect my condolences to the Flying Pig's mother and
mm,
everything is, and to his community as well. But
mm,
at the end of the day, my stream was lagging up. I don't know what was wrong. I was sitting there like, oh, I said, what happened? And you know me, I cannot do it. It's too much
yeah.
ADHD. I was like, guys, I cannot be in this. I don't do watch alongs. I'm not good at it. So
Yeah, I get it. I get it. You were a couple of minutes behind, and everybody was talking of things. The goal came, and you
yeah,
was
you got
like,
a compliment. You're looking sharp in that suit, fella.
"Thank you, thank
But
you."
more
Yeah,
than
yeah. It was a special occasion today. I've been saving up this tie for a special occasion.
yeah, I was also
So
dressed up, but I
yeah,
took it off. Jamie Wayne saying Ten Hag needs backing, 100%. None of this crap from our fans. Yeah, wanting to sack it. That's it, Jamie. Glad you guys seeing the positives out of it. And sorry for me going off with you, Scotty, before, but if you're clipping something, you think we know it all, and you want answers right now. This is not the forum, mate. I'm not going to tell you anything, right? And this is Twitter. Like, Twitter people are so fan base are today so give me now, give me exclusive now. you know this is not the way it works, right? If you go and ask any journalist, who will basically tell you to sort off, or any solicitor, where are you getting the information from? Nobody's going to tell you, mate. It's just, it is what it is. you know and everyone wants to go on the worst case scenario just to prepare for the mental, what if. Always, I always tend to do that too, Jarvis. I tend to paint up the worst scenario first, just to prepare myself for a no. Like, for instance, you're going for your dream job interview, right? You're getting giddy, like you're getting to the final round of interview, and you think you're gonna get the job, right? Have you been in that situation?
yeah. I've been to.
But subconsciously, you're trying to prep yourself for the no, right? Just in case you don't get that job, you will get freaking disappointed, right? And that is a hard pill, right? So usually, like, I'm like that too. Seriously, I always look like, oh well, I know I did well in the I smashed the interviews or whatever, and then there's always little that tiny subconscious, like, what if it's a no? Yeah, I bet it's a no. Yeah, it's human nature, people. It's human nature.
Yeah.
So we are looking for Yali's Pizza. Back pizza dough resting in the nice warm place. We lost tonight, but still going to celebrate this season. That is the spirit, Yale. Still got to celebrate this season, and you still didn't disclose
Pizza.
what kind of pizza you want. Jamie says, I love this manager. It's 100% the guy. 100%, 100%. I use Gil out. David De Gea, 20 million. Harry 30. Fred, 35. Donny van de Beek, 25. Scotty, 30. Yeah, Martial, 5. That's 145 million. Good calculations, people. Good. Griffith, Peter, we are the 10 army. We are the 10 army, yes. First season ended trophy drought, and we got third, qualified for Champions League. Not bad at all. All
No.
disappointed to lose City, but we do something about next season. That's what it is. We all deserve a good holiday. We all deserve a good holiday. Give Ten Hag a better squad, more trophies, and coming out, he'll eventually win us the league. And Jarl is filling off. He's going to have a, my goodness, triple pepperoni with onion, pepper, cheddar, and mozzarella. Oh, Jarle, invite us for your place. What's your address? We're coming. We're all coming for the party. We all coming. Yeah. Listen, guys, it's been a smashing podcast. Sorry, I'm also very disappointed. Honest to God, I'm trying to keep up the facade with positive thinking, but deep down, like, you know, I'm a very bad loser, and you know, you saw the worst of me when I kind of snapped a bit. That happens. That happens. But if you push it, I will respond without any offense. Scotty, you're welcome back anytime, as I mentioned, but just be nice and civilized in the chat room, all right, people? This has been Jarvis Cocker, looking dapper like a pink snapper with the green and gold scarf. It's green and gold until we're sold. You know what? We just have to wait and see what will become, because I certainly believe that something's going to happen, especially positive news. And then we lost. I believe that something in this week, is my personal opinion. I don't know about you, that we will see some form of announcement about the ownership situation. What's your personal feeling, Jarvis?
Well, when it comes to the takeover, I'm feeling really positive. I have a good feeling that I have no clues. I don't know what's going on. I am not in the know, so it's just my feeling. I feel that when you think about it, when you use reason and logic, it's just the way it is. It's
It is.
you know, Qatari has more money than Ineos, so they
Yeah.
should win if they want it.
We will cover this, Jarvis. But you know what? I want to still finish on a very positive note, just to remember where we are next season. Are you ready, Jarvis?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Where's the next year? Istanbul or where? Chelsea fan. Yeah. Book the hotel.
Put it in the diary. Yeah.
You gotta still laugh at this one. Look at the bright side of life, people. Always look out the bright. Look where Liverpool are. They're playing in Europa League, right? And we are playing in Champions League. So next season, people, we will no longer have Thursday nights. We will have Tuesday nights. Right?
Thank God.
Thank God. Tuesday nights, and then we played that game, and then we played Sunday weekend. So we're not gonna have those Thursday, Sunday. No more of that crap. That belongs to Kloppish and the Mentality Monsters, while we are gonna dine at the fine table at Europa League. Guys, big up to all of you in this channel. I know it's been a therapy session. Angie, one of our members, top manager Erik ten Hag, has gotten us further than any other manager since Sir Alex's season. Big up for you, Angie. Thank you for becoming a member as well. If we had new players, new owners, etc., we would be in this where City are right now. Big up for you. Stop hating on Erik ten Hag. That's all I have to say. And I will finish off with Angie's brilliant contribution. And thanks for becoming a member. Guys, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe. We're not like the Glazers. We don't take the dividends out from this. But what we do take is your subscriptions. It's free. And the likes right now. This has been Mick Ruby, a little bit late Jarvis Cocker. I'm going to go and eat a pizza like Jarle. I'm going to do something to sort of walk the dog, do something therapeutic. But it's been a fantastic season, and this is how we finish from Realist TV, MUC Realist TV. We've been doing over 200, 300 streams covering Manchester United, all the games. Even from Thailand, where I was over the winter, 3 a.m. in the morning, watching the game, going to sleep 7 a.m. It's been madness. I'm tired, people. I'm tired. But this is all thanks to you, because you kept us going. And now we have the transfer window. So, guys, big up to all of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the new members. Thank you for the VAR room. You know, you made this channel even better. If you have any suggestions how we can improve, you know where to drop the comments. Yeah, you know where Jarvis lives, right? He's in the land of the north, and you also have to figure out what is Jarvis's real name. It's not Jarvis Cocker. That's going to be the summer challenge. No cheating. No cheating. Big up to all of you. Mick Ruby giving you back today. Please relax. We should see you very soon. Thank you, Jarvis, for coming and supporting us today as well. It's been a long day for you. We did the build-up, then you did the watch-along, and then you came on here. And just a final thought as well for Flying Pig's mother as well. The legendary Flying Pig. For you that haven't watched his channel, he's the don of watch-alongs. His mother passed away yesterday. And that's what Jarvis and I came into, did a little bit fill-in with Eddie Football's Waffle. So big up condolences to you. If you're watching the stream, our prayers goes out to you and your family and your mom. But anyway, this has been a fantastic season. Thank you for all your support. Mick Ruby here with Jarvis Cocker. And we shall see you coming up, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to have a sleeping and a real rest. But we'll be back on Monday, I guess. So thank you, Jarvis.
Thank you, Mick.
Thank you, people. Bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us in the socials.